Go out and I buy this E36 328i. I know what you're gonna say. Yes, I do have a problem. Say the average person during their lifetime from 17 to retirement has about 10 cars. So to celebrate the fact that I hit that point before I hit 30, I'm here today to talk about of all the cars that I've owned, my favorite things about them, my least favorite things about them, and whether would I buy them again. My first car when I turned 18 was an Opel Corsa Mark II. Very small hatchback, 1.2 liter engine, 5-speed gearbox, front wheel drive. Very standard for a first car. And was it good? Not really, but I loved that thing. When you're looking at your first car, you should have one very important thing in mind. It should be a beater. And that's what this car was for me. It was a late 90s car, so safety was okay, not crazy. And I did everything that an 18-year-old does in that car that you shouldn't do. E-brake turns, McDonald's trays in the back wheels to drift, and even jumped a couple speed bumps. That car was so much fun. Now, would I buy it again? Absolutely not. I have no use for it now. As a first car, I think that's what you should do. Buy an used, old car that you don't really care, or that your kids don't really care, that it's safe enough for them to drive around, but you know, you're gonna do stupid things with it, be dings and stuff everywhere. So this was my first car. Second car that I got was a Mark I Ford Focus, a 1.8 liter diesel, 5-speed manual, 2 seats. It was pretty good. It was very good on diesel. I took it everywhere. The thing that I loved the most about this car was the chassis. Even though this Ford Focus is like the basis that you can buy, the chassis was still the same as an RS. Let's call it the same. This car was one of the best cornering cars that I have ever owned, and it had no business being that good. This is a commuter car, but again, I had tons of fun with this car. Would I buy it again? Honestly, yes. Because one of the things I've always regretted about that car is I never built it. The thing that I bought for it was wheels, and that was it. I would love to have one again, even maybe an RS, but dreams aside, a Mark I Ford Focus, diesel or gas, would love to have one again and actually built it to what I wanted to build my Ford Focus when I was a kid. After many years of college, I sold that because I was like, okay, it's time for me to buy a rear-wheel drive car. Back in the day, all my friends from university, they all had really old Japanese cars, like late 80s, early 90s. I went out and I bought a Datsun Sunny, a B310. It's very, very rare here in North America. Not so much in Europe. These cars were a recipe for fun because they had everything you needed. They were very cheap, very light, 1.2 liter engines, 4 cylinders, 4-speed gearbox, no ABS, no traction control, nothing. This was the first car that I had that I truly developed my driving style. I used to go out at night in the rain, industrial areas, found every roundabout close to where I live. I had so much fun with this car. The only problem this car had was it had a lot of rust. I could not take care of the rust, so I thought about, okay, I'm gonna either sell it for parts or sell it to somebody that wants for a project. Ended up finding a guy that wanted one for parts, so he got it. I sold it to him. To answer the question, would I buy this again? Yes, because that's exactly what I did. I went out after I sold this one and I bought another Sunny. This one was immaculate. No rust. I paid at the time 500 euros for it. Replaced all the parts that it needed for safety. I had to get the car tuned, but other than that, this car was amazing. I did track days. I drove it everywhere. At this point, I think I still had the Focus, but I was driving more the Datsun than anything else until one of my friends crashed it. Then I decided it was time for a little more power. Went out and I found a E36, a 320i, a 4-door, I think it was a 96. I found it online. I didn't really want to buy it, but I was in the area and I decided to go and check it out. So I called the owner, we meet up. Remember he was asking for around 1,200, 1,300 euros. I looked at it and I ended up offering him 800 euros, thinking that there's no way he's gonna accept it. He did. So I bought it, and a couple weeks later I went to Greece. When I came back on vacation, he had a ticking sound. One of those ticking sounds that you know. So I took it in my buddy's garage, we looked over it, we couldn't really find where the ticking sound was coming from, but I had my guess, and I thought it was rod bearings. I flew back to Greece, ended up selling this car to this kid. He calls me a couple weeks later and he's like, yeah, the engine blew up. It was a rod bearing because at the end when it blew up, he took it apart and he saw it. After that, I had about a year or two where I didn't have any cars because I was selling all of my belongings. Fast forward, I moved to Canada. I get my first real big boy paycheck, and what do? Buy an E92 from 2008, a 328i 6-speed manual, no nav, sport package with the BBSs. This was by far the most recent car I ever bought. 2008 car in 2021 for me was, wow, I have Bluetooth. I had a lot of fun with that car. The only problem I had with it is when I bought it, it had around 300,000 kilometers. I did a lot of the maintenance you have to do on the 328s. Valve cover gasket, oil filter housing gasket, Vano solenoids, new headlights because they were bad. I drive this car for about 15 to 20,000 kilometers. And when it reached around that area, the 320 started having some electrical gremlins, and I'm like, I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm okay with mechanics, electrical, and body work is not for me. Got rid of it, go out and I buy this E36 328i. I know what you're gonna say. Yes, I do have a problem.
I don't want peace. I want problems.
Coupe, manual, M3 wheels, 3 diff, and M3 exhaust. Mechanically, it was good, but it had been stopped for a long time, I think around 10 or 15 years. So even the mechanical components that were good, they weren't really good anymore. I thought I could salvage it, I thought I could make it go and work, but it just ended up being a bigger project than I ever thought it was gonna be, especially with the body work, so I got rid of that too. And that's when I told myself, okay, enough BMWs, let's do something different. I bought a 1994 Toyota Land Cruiser. This was the car that I had for the shortest period of time, because as soon as I got it, a buddy comes over, he also loves Land Cruisers, like, can I buy it from you? I'm like, okay, let's do a deal. And he's still a buddy of mine today. We keep in touch and he still has it, he still drives it around. So I bought another Toyota Land Cruiser, which I still own today. It's actually up for sale. It was also a 94, a 3-liter diesel, fully restored before it was modded. It had 33-inch tires, airlocks in the front and back, full cage, bucket seats, auxiliary lights, winch, suspension. This car was immaculate. Like it just came out of the showroom. Hey. What are you doing? Can't you see I'm filming? Cool. This is my first and honestly only car that every time I take it out, people love it. I get thumbs up from guys out in the street, people passing me on the highway. Like everybody loves this thing. I decided not to take it off-roading, but then again, it's not a good city car, it's not a fast car. So I put it up for sale. Would 100% buy one of these again. These things are so fun to drive, even though they're very slow. If you follow NSV, you know which car I got next. I got a 2004 Miata. This is legally the first Miata that I ever owned, but my dad had one when I was a kid, and one of my friends in college had one that he didn't daily drive, During those years that sometimes I needed a car, I just ended up using his Miata. I had it for a week here, a week there. His was a better spec than mine. He had the AC and the torsion diff. I had some experience with Miatas. I loved them, but I was not ready to drive a Miata in North America for the first time. Very different when you drive a Miata in Europe. You kind of fit in. Every car is more or less the same size. You don't feel like an ant in a stable full of horses, which is exactly what you feel like when you drive a Miata in Canada. All the trucks are huge. So the first couple of weeks, it took me a little bit of getting used to, but all the same characteristics as my buddy's Miata. Corners really well. It's not fast, but it is a lot of fun. The foreseeable future, that's what I'm gonna have. I want to mod it, I want to make it better, and then maybe one day sell it and get something else. Most of the maintenance was done. All the fluids were changed. I need to do spark plugs and delete the EGR. That's it for the service part, and we're gonna start getting into the fun stuff. All of that is coming this year. So they say most people have 10 cars during their whole lifetime. I had 10 cars before I hit 30 years old, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have me beat by miles. So that was it. This is my car history. I hope you liked it. I'll see you in the next one.